The divorce papers touched her fingers before her husband touched her hand. Marissa Cole couldn't sit up. 2 shattered ribs, a collapsed lung, a cracked spine. She had been waiting 4 days for him to walk in and say, "I'm here. You're safe." Instead, he placed a pen on her hospital tray and said, "Sign while you're still calm from the medication." But what Daniel Cole didn't know was that someone far more powerful had already signed something else. And in exactly 21 days, his entire empire would belong to her. Stay with me, because the moment he walks into that boardroom thinking he's untouchable will change everything. Before we go further, understand this. Some cages don't have locks. They have fear. And the people who hurt you, they count on you being too broken to stand up. This story is about what happens when broken doesn't mean defeated. Akey 1. Betrayal. Marissa Hale Cole, 38 years old, had been married for 11 years. The accident happened on a Thursday night. A delivery truck ran a red light. Metal folded, glass exploded, and just like that, her world stopped. Daniel didn't visit the first day. He sent orchids, no note. On day 2, a message. In meetings, rest. On day 4, he arrived. Immaculate navy suit, silver cufflinks, perfect hair, no tears, no relief, just paperwork. "I've already moved into the Meridian Suites," he said smoothly. "Our attorneys agree this is the optimal time to separate." Optimal. Like she was a failing investment. She tried to laugh. It hurt too much. "You're joking." "I'm not." Then he said something she would never forget. "You won't manage well alone? This settlement is generous." And that's when she realized he wasn't just leaving. He thought she was powerless. But Daniel made one catastrophic mistake. He believed he was the smartest person in the room. He wasn't. Act 2, the secret. That night, her phone rang. Unknown number. She almost ignored it. "Marissa, it's your father." She froze. Elias Hale. The man she hadn't spoken to in 17 years. The man she believed abandoned her mother during her illness. "What do you want?" "I know what Daniel has been doing." Silence. "I also know where every dollar is." Her heart stuttered. 6 months ago, he continued, "I purchased controlling shares of Cole Dynamics. Daniel's company, her husband's pride." "What?" "He's been siphoning funds offshore, using your name." The oxygen monitor began to spike. "He plans to divorce you and let the investigation fall on you." The room felt like it was collapsing again. "Why would you help me?" she whispered. Because she didn't believe in rescue anymore. Elias answered quietly. "Because I don't have much time left. Stage 4 liver cancer. 8 months maybe, and regret. Lots of regret." Act 3, the other woman. Marissa didn't cry. She got angry. 3 days later, against medical advice, she left the hospital. Walker. Bruised lungs, fire in her chest, she met Lila Mercer, 29 years old, Daniel's executive assistant. Lila looked exhausted. "I didn't know he was married at first," Lila said. "When I found out, he said you were unstable." Classic. Then Lila said something that changed everything. "He opened accounts in my name too." There it was. Pattern. Daniel wasn't a romantic. He was an architect, and women were scaffolding. Lila slid a flash drive across the table. "I've been collecting proof. Insurance." Marissa stared at it. 2 women. 1 predator. This wasn't revenge anymore. It was exposure. Act 4. The boardroom. 3 weeks later. Cole Dynamics quarterly review. Daniel adjusted his tie. Confident. Untouchable. Until the doors opened. Elias Hale entered first. Thinner, weaker, but commanding. Behind him, Marissa. In white. Walking slowly. Standing taller than she had in years. Daniel blinked. "What is this?" Elias sat at the head of the table. "I represent Hale Capital." Daniel frowned. "That's the majority stakeholder." "Yes," Elias replied calmly. "And as of this morning, we're conducting an internal fraud review." Documents slid across polished wood. Wire transfers, forged signatures, hidden accounts. Then Lila walked in. Daniel went pale. "I trusted you," he hissed. She answered coldly, "No, you used me." The vote was unanimous. Termination effective immediately. Federal authorities notified. Security stepped forward. Daniel looked at Marissa. "You planned this?" She stepped closer. "No." Pause. "You did." SCT 5. Consequences. Daniel accepted a plea deal. 2 years federal custody, permanent financial ban, public disgrace. But here's the twist. Marissa didn't feel victorious. She felt free. And freedom feels quiet. Act 6. Redemption. Elias passed away 6 months later, but not before reconciliation. Not before giving her letters her mother had written. Not before saying, "You were never weak, you were loyal." She sold the mansion, donated most of the fortune, kept enough for choice. And choice is the rarest wealth of all. Final reflection. Here's the truth. The worst betrayal isn't when someone leaves. It's when someone convinces you that you deserve it. Marissa thought she was abandoned. She was being protected. She thought she was powerless. She was being underestimated. And sometimes, the person who rescues you is the version of you who finally says, "Enough." If this story moved something inside you, comment the word "enough," because someone reading your comment might need that strength today. Subscribe for more stories about power, survival, and transformation. And remember, never sign away your worth, especially when someone profits from your silence. I'll see you in the next story.